Okay, Ohiopyle State Park, Western Pennsylvania. We're at the Cucumber Rapids final pinch point of the river. Probably the tightest pinch point of the Youghiogheny River here at Ohiopyle State Park. We're downriver of the Ohiopyle Falls. Up there where those people are, that's the Cucumber Run that comes in. Upstream 200 yards from those people is the Cucumber Falls. Another 50 yards is the Cucumber Falls parking lot. So from there to where I'm standing takes all of, I don't know, 20 minutes for a young person, 30 minutes for an older person like me. So I'm walking out of here. Right here, this big boulder right here, that is Mike, the famous photographer's photography rock. He hangs out there, takes the great photos of the people coming down the Cucumber pinch point here, Cucumber Rapids pinch point, right in the big Cucumber Rapids boulder field. And sometimes people will fly out of their rubber boats here, and the kayakers will do all kinds of crazy tricks here and capsize, and sometimes they are learning how to be good and they capsize, and so you got a lot of interesting photos that happen right in here. Big eddy area. The rubber rafting the rubber rafting companies, they practice capsizing intentionally. There are guides all practice capsizing and getting back in the boat, pulling people in, and the whole 9 yards right here. This is a big training area. Early in the year you'll see them here training the guides that are going to be in the rubber rafts and the guided rubber rafts. Anyways, this is probably the shortest and the most exciting one, but you got lots of great action in there. And then there's a massive boulder field. When the water's higher, that's really kind of a great introduction to the rest of the, I think there's 5 more rapids after this one. Let's see, no, there's Entrance Rapids up there, Cucumber Rapids right here. I forget what's next. Piddly is next, maybe. Eddy Turn is the next. Camel and Walrus or something like that. My favorite is Dartmouth Rapids, even though it's short and not that difficult, because the Dartmouth Rapids is the second to the last rapids before you reach the high bridge over the water down there. And Dartmouth Rapids has the famous Dartmouth Rapids pothole, which I'd say 90% of the people that come to Ohiopyle State Park have never seen it. I've done lots of videos of how to find it, and I hope lots of rubber rafters and lots of kayakers take a moment to stop at after they've finished the Dartmouth Rapids, paddle back up and look at the Dartmouth Rapids pothole. All right, let's see if we can walk out of here without seeing too many snakes. Usually it's when I'm walking away from here that I see the snakes. Mike, the photographer, says that snakes very often hang out in these debris piles, and I've taken 2 videos of snakes in the debris piles. I guess they hang out there and eat the mice that hang out in the debris piles at the bottom of the piles. So watch those debris piles when you're there. Walking over a debris pile in the summer, that is, particularly. There's another series of fossils on this one. This whole time we've been here today, nobody's come down the river. Maybe there's too much boulders in the river, and the rubber boater companies don't want to tear up their equipment. Don't know. Alright, let's see if we can see some snakes in the debris piles here. What usually happens to me is when I'm really watching for snakes, I almost always miss them. Call this a stick beach, party beach. Young people party here, and it's where you get your great sticks. Just down from Cucumber Rapids. It's probably the easiest one. There's two nice trails that come down here. We're gonna walk back on one of those trails. One of those trails has nice flowers on it, has all kinds of good stuff on it. Mushrooms sometime, because this area is so frequented. Got plenty of, I don't know who leaves all those flower seeds. Somebody took down the yellow emergency stretcher here, which is usually tied up to a tree. Somebody must have untied it and let it go down. It's for carrying somebody out from some kind of water disaster here, most likely. If first rapids, you know, some total beginner might have hurt themselves, and many years ago they probably decided to leave the yellow stretcher here for the next time it happened, and it hasn't happened probably in a decade or more. So that stretcher just sort of sits there. It's usually tied to a tree over there though. Somebody's untied it.